Hey, welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. I am Banjo Ben, and this is your favorite online home for learning how to play the guitar, the banjo, or this week, the mandolin. I have hundreds of lessons over there on the website with videos and rhythm tracks and tabs that you can download. I invite you to go check it out. Today we're going to learn a great version of June Apple. This is an old-time fiddle tune that's got those old-time sounds, and I'm really digging it. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, here in a little while I'll ask you to go over to the website where you can become a Gold Pick member. It's one of the cheapest sites around, but it has the best quality of any site. I can guarantee you that. So go check it out. You can download the PDF and the TEF file versions of the tab. I've got about a 20-minute video lesson over there for you, as well as a slowed down version of the tune. I've got 4 different speeds of guitar rhythm tracks. I even have an MP3 rhythm track that you can download and practice along with. All right, so let's dive into measure 1 of June Apple. We're going to learn June Apple in the key of A, but this is in the Mixolydian mode, okay? Typically, the key of A has 3 sharps in its scale. C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and then A. But we're going to get rid of the G sharp and play mainly a G natural, where we would normally play a G sharp. So it's like we're playing out of the A position, but using the 2 sharps from a D scale, so that the scale sounds like this. And it gives it kind of a haunting, almost a minor sound, that old-time sound that I really like. When we start there in measure 1, I'm going to give you 2 measures of what we call potatoes. That's just setting the tempo for the song so that when other people are playing with you, you can give them something to kind of get their tempo with. You'll notice beneath each one of the notes I've got an up or down arrow depending on your pick stroke. So the down arrow will mean a down stroke, and up arrow will be an up stroke. So that first measure is very simple. We're just doing these potatoes, and the rhythm sounds like this. Okay, and the second measure is just like it. But then on the 4th beat of the second measure, we're going to go into the song. And notice we're going to use that 3rd fret there, that G natural, rather than the G sharp. Okay? And I like to go ahead and jump up to what I call 2nd position and play that 3rd fret up there with my index finger. And then we'll shift down as we need to. But we're walking into measure 3, and then I'm going to play in measure 3, 5, 3, open 3, 5, 3, open 3. It's a little pattern that we have. Pretty simple. And then we're going to do the same thing beginning of measure 4. But then after that 3rd note, measure 4, we're going to shift back down to our home position and grab this 5th fret on the A string with our ring finger and come right down the scale. Okay, so measure 3 and 4 slowly, leading in. I'll do the little pickup beat going into measure 3. 1, 2, 3. Now measure 5, we're going to do the same type of pattern, but this time over a G chord. So we're going to do 3, 2, open 2, 3, 2, open 2. So measure 5 sounds like this. Then we're going to wrap it up measure 6. Pretty simple. And then we're going to go back into what we just played, measures 3 and 4. This is measure 7. We've seen all this before. Then we get to measure 9. We're going to wrap up the first A part. And we're just going to come right down that scale, that Mixolydian A scale. Then we get to measure 10. Pay attention there in measure 10. That 2nd note in measure 10 is a quarter note, so it gets a full beat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and... Now we're going to jump back up in the 2nd A part. And the reason why I like these fiddle tunes is because they're typically built like this one, where we have 2 A parts and 2 B parts. So the 2nd A part, starting measure 11, if it's too difficult for you, you can always go back right here and start back at measure 3 and play it through. Okay? And then you can go into the B parts. But going into the 2nd A part, it's a little different. We're leading into it. This time we're going to do a little bit more of a Celtic feel, where we get some doubled notes on an open string. So it sounds like this. Bum, 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 bum. That's measure 11. And then 12, I'm glad that we're shifted up because we're going to need to use our ring finger up here on the measure 7. So, or on the 7th fret. Measure 12 sounds like this. Okay, so 11 and 12 together. Then measure 13, we're going to kind of copy that pattern.